So how does the quantum beauty bar work to give you younger skin? So this is where you have to listen carefully, because it is high-tech, it is scientific. Alright? The quantum beauty bar works 3 ways. Right? It has 2 active ingredients, and the whole bar is based on quantum energized formulation. Okay? Everything, the entire bar is energized with scalar energy, right? And it has 2 active ingredients inside that. Inside it, it's called time code and survey code, right? And the scalar energy provides what is called the energy code. Now, what's so special about the ingredients is that it is a combination of amino acid and fat, right? Also called lipoprotein or lipoamino, so that when you apply to the skin, the active ingredient can get to the skin. Many skincare or soap, whatever you apply to the skin, you are wasting a lot of your money because it does not get into the cells. Alright? Okay, so you must realize that this bar that we are using gets absorbed into the cell and then starts altering how your genes function. Right? Through modern science, we know already what are the genes that are important in the function of the different cells of the skin. Now the next step is how to modify and activate so that the cells will function in the way that young cells work. Our cells are all old. Alright? Now we want to apply these active ingredients. The ingredients go in and modify the cells so that they behave like young cells. So that is the secret behind the quantum beauty bar. Right? Through the time code ingredient and the survey code ingredient and the energy code, which is scalar energy. Okay, so remember, time code, survey code and energy code. 3 ways it works. Time code itself works through 3 pathways. Number 1, it helps the cell fight inflammation. You know what is inflammation? Malay say radang. Now inflammation is blamed for heart disease, for cancer, for many things. Right? And also for aging. So time code can slow down inflammation and can make your cells, your skin cells, immune to inflammation. Number 2, it improves the microcirculation. That means the small blood vessels in the skin, so that oxygen and nutrients can get there. And number 3, it strengthens the structure of the skin by making more collagen and more elastic growth. So that's how time code works. Okay. Second one is the survey code. How does survey code work? This one, it works by stimulating the genes that produce the longevity proteins. Alright? I don't know whether any of you remember when I gave the talk on RVT. Remember RVT? Yes or no? Yes. Oh, that means your memory is still good. You must be taking RVT. Otherwise, I want to ask the company to give one each because memory gone. RVT is an anti-aging supplement. Then that works by making your cells young again, by regulating, by stimulating, by making the longevity proteins. Okay, and that's called sirtuin 1. Now, in the beauty bar, right, we also have an active ingredient which we call cervical, which also stimulates that protein in the skin. Right? There is the gene that produces this protein, and this protein is very important to make the cells live longer. Right? And then there is a second gene called survivin, right? Also in the cell, that's also stimulated. The beautiful part of this is that, you know, now you've heard about stem cells, right? Right? The skin cells also have stem cells, and if you want to stay young, you must have plenty of stem cells, and the stem cells must be active, right, and working. So this is what cervical does. Cervicals not only stimulate the longevity genes in the cell, but also stimulate the genes that control your skin cell stem cells, right? So even when I was reading the science behind this beauty bar, even I am surprised. Wow, all right? I'm so used to hearing about injection stem cells, yeah, taking supplements. Now you have even a soap that can stimulate your stem cell, right? Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. I think if you go and tell people who don't know this science, the next time you tell the story to your friend, you say, we have a beauty bar that can stimulate the stem cell. I think the fellow will say, I think you are talking nonsense. Alright, because the science is so far ahead. Right? And even I was surprised at what the science has now made it possible to me. That you can stimulate the stem cells even through a beauty bar. And finally, the skin has its own protective cells. Also, it's called the sentinel cells. And also, cervical also makes sure that there is enough of them protecting the other cells. So, with all the science behind it, you can have rejuvenated younger skin, reducing deep and moderate and fine lines as well. But most importantly, the shine will be there. Remember, the earliest sign of aging is not necessarily the lines, right? It's the dullness. You lose the radiance. So this will give back the radiance. How many of you still do not know about scalar energy? Hands up. Everyone knows about scalar energy, yeah? So I don't have to go through it. So with the two ingredients, and by now you know that anything that you scalar energize, the effect will improve by leaps and bounds. True? Right? Yes or no? Alright, yeah? So we already have two fantastic active ingredients inside there. And now with the scalar energy that we have, whatever is expected through the science is now even more intense. And actually you can use as often as you like. If you look at the ingredients, and I was even surprised looking at the ingredients. Some of the ingredients include mango steam, but there's no purple color there. Right? Maybe much of the white part of the mango steam. But it is not what you see in the ingredient. These are the raw materials. It is actually the extracts that the French scientists from the available more than 100 different active ingredients they could have chosen from. They finally chose these two very powerful active ingredients. And I, as somebody who's even exposed to many aesthetic products, even I'm very impressed because of the fact that it can even affect the stem cells of the skin. Alright, so that is I say the main special thing about this product. The active ingredients can do things that normally you probably need to go for injections. And now you have a magic soap. Thank you very much.